Good morning, how are you all doing on this Friday morning? So today's investigation is I'm back at a church I've been to a couple of times. Now I've always done an investigation inside the church, but today I'm going to do the grounds. Now I do like this church. Let me spin you around, guys. So I'm here and like I say, I've done an investigation in this church. And I've had some really good responses. Now the church is open, but I'm not taking you in because this has been uploaded on another investigation that is up on the group, and it's the investigation I did the first time here, and the second time I brought Paul with me. So Paul's been to this church. So look at these old headstones. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take you down to where, let me just give you a quick pan of the cemetery anyway, but where I'm going to be is down at the bottom. I'm going to be down that area down there. But first of all, let me take you a quick tour of the church yard. Cemetery, graveyard, however you want to call it. That's where I'll be, down the bottom there. So yeah, and like I say, this obviously that's the entrance to the church, and like I said, I've been in that church before and I've done a couple of investigations in the church, but today's investigation is going to be the grounds. Now a lot of these are recent, so I won't pan over the headstones, but let's take you down here so you can see that it goes all the way round there. But what I'm going to do today is take you down the very bottom. I'm going to take you down there, so let's go for another walk back to where we've just come from. It's a funny day again today. There's a little bit of breeze, but it's not cold. So we have to walk down the middle because I find it very disrespectful if you're walking on people's headstones, because I know they've been here for years and years, but it's still a mark of respect not to walk on anybody's grave. So we're going down here, and I'm just going to take you down to the steps of where I'm going. And like I said, I've never done an investigation in the grounds. It's always been in the church. So I thought today, why not? So we'll just take you down the steps. They are quite fierce steps, so I do have to watch where I'm walking. But yeah, here we go. This is where I will be doing my investigation. Obviously, as you can see, again, Ree's with us, but she's got her own little blanket that she can play on. So yeah, let's walk you down here.
I don't have permission into YouTube, so can you do the internet permission, please?
Hold on, baby. Right, just I'll get back with you in a minute, guys. But like I say, this is where I'm going to be doing the investigation. So yeah, so without further ado, I'll get set up and then we'll crack on. Right, so we're all set up now, guys. So the K2 is obviously down there and that's switched on. So as usual, I'm going to do my normal call out and see what spirits we get come through. So are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me, please? My name is Joanne, and I would like to communicate with you. Would you be so kind in communicating with me, please? I come with respect for you. And I don't think anybody's done this before. But I'd really like to speak with you. And if you would be so kind to use my energy and that device I have down there on the floor, it will not harm you, but if you walk up to it or if you go near it, it will light up and it will let me know that you're here and that you'd like to communicate with me. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? Come forward, you do not have to be afraid. I'm here to speak with you. Like I say, that device on the floor that you can see, it won't harm you. It won't cause you any problems, but it will light up to let me know that you're here. Please, spirits, please come forward. I'd very much like you to communicate with me. Would you do that for me? You can use my energy. I'm getting no feelings here whatsoever. It's very, excuse the pun, but it's very dead here. Please, spirits, if you can hear my voice, please come over and communicate with me. Could you make that device light up? It won't harm you. Please come and speak with me, spirits. Another thing as well, guys, because it's so open here, you know, spirits can wander, they can come and go as they please. K2's not going off. Please, spirits, can you come forward? If there are any spirits here, please don't be afraid. I'm not here to harm you. I just want to communicate with you. Could you make my device light up, please? I don't know whether to go ghost tube or spirit talker. Oh, bless me, sorry guys. Oh, K2's not gone off at all. Spirits, please come forward. If there's any spirits here, please, please, please do not be afraid. Come forward and communicate with me. Normally if the K2 starts bleeping, that's when I get the spirit talker or ghost tube. At this present moment, there's nothing. The bass line's very, very quiet. So, I don't know what to do. I've got a feeling I'm right under a bee's nest or something because there's buzzing above me. But it's okay, it's not a problem. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ghost tube. And hopefully you will be able to hear if any voices come through. Did that K2 just spoke then?
No, I didn't see it.
Right, so we're going to go ghost tube and we're going to see what spirits come through. Please, are there any spirits here? Please, spirits, please come through and speak with me.
Inside.
Inside. Are you inside the church? Spirit, are you inside the church? If you are, please come out and communicate with me. come out and communicate with me, Spirit? See, now the investigations I have done previously here, I've done inside the church, and we do get the responses, and we do get communication. So, spirits, can you please come forward? Come forward and speak with me. Really quiet here. I've only had one word come through, and that's inside. So I don't know whether the spirits that are actually inside the church. So I wasn't going to do an investigation inside the church, but it probably looks like I'm going to have to go inside the church again and do another investigation in there. Please, are there any spirits here? Please come forward. Please come and communicate with me. Can you make my lights go off, spirits? I'm not getting any joy here. The ghost tube's really, really quiet. And this is what makes me think that they're probably further up or into the church. But
what date is it?
What date is it? It is the 20... What date is it? It's the 28th of July, 2023. Could you please tell me what year you died? Or when did you pass over? Spirits, please, can you tell me when you died, when you crossed over? K2 is really quiet, and I've only had 2 words come through, and that's obviously inside, and then just now, what date is it? As much as I want to, but
In front of you.
Okay, if you're in front of me, can you go near that device down on the floor and make that light up for me? If you come in front of me. Spirit, please, I mean, you no harm or disrespect. Please don't be afraid of my little girl. She's playing. If you're in front of me, Spirit, can you make that device light up for me? Are you watching me? Are you watching what I'm doing? Spirit, use my energy and come and make those lights go off for me. Please, Spirit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going in the church. I know they've just said inside, but I've done a couple of investigations inside the church. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you round now. We'll go to another part of the cemetery and we'll just see if anything comes through there. So that's what we'll do. So we'll just stop it here for now, guys, and then we'll go up to the top. Right, so now we are at another part of the cemetery. Beautiful church behind me. spirits here? Are there any spirits here that can hear my voice? If there is, would you like to communicate with me, please? I mean, you no harm or disrespect. And I have that device, which is down on the floor. And if you walk up to it, it will light up and let me know that you're here. Please, are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? My name is Joanne. You're more than welcome to come and speak with me. Again, here it's really quiet. Please, spirits, please don't be afraid. I mean you no harm or disrespect. I'm here just to communicate with you. And if you're here, that device I have on the floor, could you make it light up for me, please? Please, spirits, please come and communicate with me. You're more than welcome to. Please don't be afraid, spirits. I mean you no harm. I've got a feeling there's going to be more going on if we do an investigation in the church. Like I said, I don't want to today because I've purposely come here to do the cemetery. So please, if there's any spirits here that can hear my voice, please come and communicate with me. Please come and speak with me. And that device I have down there, you can make it light up for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go I'll go ghost tube again and see what happens.
Make sure this doesn't.
Are there any spirits here? Would you come forward and speak with me, please? My name is Joanne. I mean you no harm or disrespect.
Convicted.
I'm not here to judge you. If you were convicted of something, I'm not here to ask questions why. I'm here just to communicate with you. Please, are there any spirits here that wish to speak with me? You can if you want. Could you make that device light up? It's down there. It won't harm you, I promise. Just come and speak with me, spirits, please. Did you want me to go inside the church? Spirits, do you want me to go inside the church and speak with you? This is really weird one, this is, because I've never ever had the ghost tube this quiet. I've never had spirit talk, well I'm not using spirit talker, but the ghost tube's really, really quiet. But I don't want to do an investigation in the church, because I want to do the grounds, but obviously the K2's not gone off. hasn't gone off. This is pretty much a boring investigation today. There's nothing happening. So maybe there's no spirits in this cemetery. Maybe they're just wandering or...
I know.
Okay. Is that what you do, Spirit? Is that you just wander? Do you know what I'm doing? Would you like to communicate with me? If you would, that device I have down on the floor, if you're near it, it will just light up. I promise you, it won't harm you or anything. It will just light up and let me know that you're here. Do you remember?
What is that?
What is what, Spirit? Are you referring to the camera? Or are you referring to the bubbles? Because my little girl's here and she's playing with some bubbles. And that device I have down on the floor, that just lets me know that you're near. Do you think you could be so kind and touch it? It won't harm you. I promise you that. This is really, really quiet. Spirits, do you wish to speak with me? If there is any spirits here? Do you wish to speak with me, spirits? This is really, really strange. This is the first time ever I've done an investigation of a cemetery and it's been really, really quiet. So, little investigation, but I think what we'll do is we'll end it because there's just obviously nothing happened. And you're going to expect this on investigations. You go somewhere that is probably really, really active one day, but then absolutely nothing the next. And this is what all paranormal investigating is like. If a place is haunted or allegedly haunted, you're not always going to get the spirits come through and speak with you because maybe they just don't know how to, they haven't got the energy, or they just don't want to, or there is nothing here, that everyone's gone to heaven. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there because nothing's happening. I don't want to go into the church because, like I said, I've done 2 previous investigations in the church and I've had good responses. And they're on the groups.
Invisible.
Spirit, you are invisible. We can't see you. Can you see me? Can you see what I'm doing? Could you please tell me your name? My name's Joanne. Then I've got Richard behind the camera. Then I've got my little girl down there. Spirit, do you not want to speak with us today? But I've never known the ghost room to be this quiet. Yes, the odd word has come through, but nothing like this. Maybe it's the weather as well. Maybe the weather's not right, I don't know. So what we're going to do is we'll just end it there because obviously this is really, really quiet. So there is. See, why is it when we go to end an investigation they come through? So there is spirits here then. There is spirits that are in this cemetery. If there are, would they like to come forward and speak with me? Would you like to come forward? I don't know whether they're dubious of me because no one's ever done anything like this here before. You know, I don't know whether or not. So obviously the K2's been really, really quiet, and they've had the odd words come through on the ghost tube. But what we're going to do is we're just going to call it there, because the weather doesn't look very promising, and obviously there is probably some spirits here, but they're just not talking today. So yeah, until the next investigation, guys, hope you've enjoyed the video. I know it's been a bit of a boring one, but it's not everywhere we go that you're going to get good videos. But it just proves that if spirits are here, did you hear that then? It just proves that there are spirits here and they probably don't want to talk, or there's no spirits here. So yeah, until the next investigation, take care, stay safe, happy hunting.